Hello, welcome to more weird worlds and funniness of the stand-up comedian Tom Mason. Ow. This is why you shouldn't try and do stand-up and applaud and not look where you're going. Hello. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to more stand-up. Way, woo, yeah. Yeah. You know what I've learned really recently is that if married couples shouldn't teach together, right? So let's give a subject. Right? So imagine computer science or just computing in general. It doesn't matter which topic it is. They shouldn't really teach, because if one teaches one lesson in one part of the day, and then the other person teaches the other part of the day, two separate classes, teaching the same course subject and things, but one's not to. One's like the main teacher of the subject, and one's like the other one that just does the other lesson, because then that means that other teacher can go and get on with other stuff they need to do. But when they're in the room at the same time, that's when chaos ensues. Because, right, the reason why I say chaos ensues is because it's like then one person says, right, today we're going to, 1, program this cat to walk over there. And then the teacher at the other corner goes, whoa, hey, no. What I did this morning was I sent the cat over there, not over there. And you're like, okay, so the cat will go over there. And it makes him doubt himself. Because you have this teacher, right? Don't matter who they are, because they're a married couple, so it doesn't matter who they are. Like, oh, it's like a contradiction from the car. Oh, I didn't do that this morning. I went that way, and I went, oh, well, we're going to go this way. We're going to go the opposite way. We're going to program it go the opposite way, do a cartwheel. Well, I made mine do a backflip. And it's like, well, you don't need contradiction of that teacher telling them, well, I wouldn't do you? No. Don't make that teacher go on a tangent and then think, no, we won't make a cat do a standing backflip. We'll make an elephant do a backflip, because that is more productive, and that will make our elephant game of Hungry Hippos even more funnier than it needs to be. And this teacher's like, well, I didn't do that, I did a cat. And then they have an argument with each other, because like one's doing an elephant and one did a cat. I'm like, no! But it's the same curriculum, and the kids still have the same learning outcome that they had previously. It's like, oh, what they like. But another thing that I remember is a scenario a few years ago now, when I was in high school. I'm not a sportsman, as you can see. I don't do sports. I don't do sports ever. And one of the things that the school encouraged was that to give people that aren't very good at sports or just have other complications that means that they're not great at football, basketball and whatever sport that school provides, they created a sort of a team where they sent them off to all the sports where other people with similar abilities do. One of them was a game called Boccia. Now this exists. This ball, if you know what balls is, it's sit-down balls, right? And you would think that our opponent would be similar age to us, similar ability. No. It was a local care home with elderly people. That is the term I'm going to use, or OAPs, whichever term you think that's a better term. I'm going to call it elderly people, right? And we, who had no training, no practice, no nothing, had to go against the care home, the elderly people in the care home, who'd been training every day, every week, on the dot, until we arrived. So they'd actually been training to play against school children, like from year 8 to 10. They'd been practicing, and we hadn't even touched the game before in our lives. So this, if we won, never made it into the paper. because we never won. They were like killing machines. I don't point that way because the school was there and the care home was up there. They were like killing machines. Right, so you split up into 2 teams. Right, so you have Team 1 and Team 2, which is the school children, and then 2 teams are the elderly people. Now, we're like, oh, we can do it! And then, 3 rounds later, we've lost, and we're having a pity photo taken, going, "Here's your runner-up medals!" Because we lost. Normally, one elderly team won over the other elderly team, and we never won ever. Well, every team I was on never won. Like my half of the 2 teams never won. And it's like, what makes no sense to me was, why did we not train? We weren't training because they were training. So that's how come we didn't win, because they were training. But what made it even funnier was that we lost with like great like, and we're like, oh, and they're like, yes, yes, get in there, get in there, and let's call one of them Doris, because that seemed like an elder name. She was like, way, get in there, you try, no. And she goes, sore loser, ha 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 ha. Yeah, they were ruthless. They were absolutely ruthless. They were trying to defeat us, but try and keep her with a smile. It's like a silent killer. It's like if Miss Marple was the team trying to become a murderer. And she's like, yeah, and doing the killing, but they don't like killing her with kindness. Well, yeah, you're gonna win. You're gonna do really well, aren't you? And she's like, well, yeah, we'll do alright. She'll go, oh, we won. We won. We won. She didn't do the dance or anything. She just sat on a chair, and that would have been illegal. But illegal in the game. But obviously she was thrown to bits. Then they won, and we walked away. We're walking away. I'm gonna turn my head this way so you can't hear me. Sorry. So we're walking away, head in shame. Oh no. Wearing our PE kit and they're wearing the normal clothes. It's like we even got effort to dress up to play this game, and they just got up, got out of bed, sat down, had the nurse in there to make sure they were alright, because obviously they live in a care home, and they still won. I mean, if one of them, I don't really know, I didn't really know these people, so if one of the elderly people had dementia, well, they were still beating us. No matter what was going on in their head, they were still beating us. They still knew the rules to boccia. They still weren't it, and they still beat us, even though we hadn't even played the game before. So, they say it's not a marathon, it's a sprint. Well, actually, it's Snickers.